Yeah. It didn't. Sometimes, it'll be finicky, and... So, I believe last we had left off, we had just made it to Keldic. Oh, right. Nobody, I have fucking no links with anybody. Okay. So in my other save, I already got the achievement for Elisa, Laura, and Gaius. So I guess we could do Elliot, Marcus, like Emma? I... Yeah, this thing comes back, I learned. Let's... no, I wanted this. I didn't learn anything about Marcus? That's interesting. I feel like...
Nothing hits the spot quite like a cold beer.
She looks like she's having the time of her life.
How many pints has she downed already? It's not even noon. Oh, you kids are still here? I'll just be hanging back and enjoying myself. So go on ahead and get started. Don't mind me.
Okay, sir.
We have questions for you, though.
One thing you'll come to learn as this game goes on, Sarah does not give a fuck if you got questions. She ain't answering them.
What's with these field study tasks?
I'm glad they're not as difficult as I was expecting, but they're just so...
Well, it makes sense you'd have some doubts. You only need to do the ones it says are required, though. Feel free to just ignore the rest if you want. I don't care. Up to you how much or how little you want to do. Stop being so irresponsible and...
Wait. These kinds of decisions are as much a part of our field study as the tasks themselves.
Oh, what?
What do you mean?
The fucking laughs.
You have 2 days. Trista isn't far from here, so you'll be returning to the academy tomorrow evening. Until then, you can spend your time here however the 4 of you see fit. Every decision rests on your shoulders. I won't be forcing you to do a thing.
I forget, I'm not actually, I should be reading these. Specifically to your activities during that time. Oh. Yeah, now that you mention it. Exactly. I spent the past free day doing various tasks on behalf of the student council. While one of them did involve going back into that old schoolhouse, the rest were just simple requests for assistance from the locals. In other words, exactly the sort of thing we've been tasked to do here. And by the time I'd taken care of everything, I felt like I had learned a lot about Trista and the academy. So I think we're being given similar tasks here for a reason. That would definitely make sense. I mean, all I know about Keldic is what I've read. There's probably a lot we can learn by actually coming here and helping people out like this. Indeed, the land of Erebonia is quite vast. This may be an invaluable opportunity to gather local knowledge of a place we may otherwise have never visited. Yeah, exactly. So, whatever various and sundry things Instructor Sarah may have planned for us, I say we just work our way down the list while immersing ourselves in Celtic culture, taking in as much as we can. Sounds good to me. Count me in. This actually sounds pretty exciting when you put it that way. Shall we depart then? During field study periods, the party is assigned a variety of tasks to complete, much like on Reen's free days. Details of these tasks can be confirmed via the quest tab of the notebook. When all tasks with the required mark have been completed, the story will advance. Note, however, that any quests listed with a short time limit will become invalid when that happens. Oh, sorry, my eyes are itchy. Yay. So, if I remember right, we gotta go see... yeah. Brother Gabriel. It's been a minute since I've been to Celtic. Excuse me, are you Father Zebriel? That's correct. Then you would be... Oh, I see. You must be the students who will be helping me with my request. That's us. We came here from Thor's military academy. I suspected as much. Thank you for taking the time to come and speak with me. I'd like to request that you collect the ingredients I need to make some medicine. Oh my fucking god, I'm tired. Holy shit. Do you have the time to do this request for me? We're ready to help. My thanks. Can I ask what sort of medicine these ingredients will be used for? It's essentially medicine to deal with the common cold by strengthening the body's immune system. Many people tend to catch it during spring and fall, when the temperature switches between hot and cold, you see. This is why I ended up running out of it in the first place. Ah, that makes sense. I've had to rely on the church for medicine a bunch of times, too. Definitely made my life easier. Agreed. We owe much of the vast amount of medical knowledge the church possesses. We really do, especially since modern pharmaceuticals still can't compare to it. You students certainly know your stuff. But getting back to the matter at hand, there are 2 ingredients I want you to collect for me. The first is a medical plant known as bear claw, which grows in humid areas. It's not common to find them growing in Celtic, but you still can get them at the Grand Market. Oh my god, I'm not getting oxygen to my brain, I guess. There's a drugstore run by a man named Flint. Tell him that I sent you. I'll note that down. The other ingredient I need is imperial carrots. You can get those from a farmer named Paul, who lives in a farmhouse on the West Celtic Highway. Again, simply telling him that I sent you, he should have some to share with you. Understood. That should be it, then. Is there anything you'd like me to go over again? No, that's fine. Which of our 2 destinations should we make our way to first? Doesn't seem like it'd matter. Yeah, I agree. We'll be off then, Father. I will be awaiting your return. I forgot I don't have... There we go. Susie moved here from Heimdall a while ago. Jake keeps bullying her, though. Why can't they just get along? The market's manager has been out of town a lot recently. I wonder what's got him so busy. It's not ideal for him to be gone while the Grand Market's going on, to be honest. Oh, it's as lively! I see it's as lively this year as ever. Grand Market? Yeah. Do we have any other... We have another request. Okay. That's Highway Monster. Wow, look at all the people here. Yeah, it is really bustling. I guess there's a reason people come from all over to visit it. Look over there. There's even someone performing. I could see myself spending hours here. I see no harm in taking this opportunity to shop, as long as it's done in the process of completing our field study tasks. Yeah, it would be a waste to not see what all this town has to offer. We'll just have to make sure not to get carried away. Hello there, welcome to my ceramics stall. Can I interest you in this mug, perhaps? Its really pretty flower pattern has made it rather popular. Wow, there's a pretty wide variety of stuff here. There's plates, vases, and even clocks. They all look really nice, too. They're pretty small, so I'll bet they'd make great souvenirs. I'm glad you noticed that. Most people do, in fact, buy these items as souvenirs. Prices are fair, too, so feel free to grab anything that catches your eye. What does she sell? Oh, okay, that's what she sells. She sells these. Yeah, we'll grab one for Elliot, because it seems to do him better. This is the first time I've heard of this. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be complaining to customers. Please, have a look at my wares. The majority of my business is usually done over in Crossbell, so I even have some Eastern spices here. Crossbell's anniversary festival was held recently, so I came here feeling rather confident after solid sales there. I seem to have forgotten just how tough the competition can be here can be. I'll have to up the ante if I want to make a good profit here. He doesn't sell. I think only the green squares will actually sell you stuff. Here, you lot. You wouldn't happen to be from Thor's, would ya? That's correct. Yes, I knew it. My daughter started there this year, too. You see, her name's Becky. She's a wee cheeky girl whose head's always thinking about Mira. But, well, do trying to get along with her. You have ever spot her at the academy? Will do. Good luck with your sales. Okay, so you... Do I have anything to exchange? I don't. I have $300 to my name. Ugh.
Wow, check out all these stalls.
Welcome, welcome. We've got plenty of goods straight from Liberal here. Liberal. Not Liberal. Liberal. All the latest and trendy Liberal crafts and orbital goods are right here, waiting for you to buy them. That's not all, though. We've got an dyslexia go crazy, holy shit. Acerbic tomatoes, which are spreading through Zarima like wildfire. What do you got? All my money. Can I... can I sell anything? Do I have anything to sell? I could sell the clear gelatin. I could make like $1,000 off that, right? Yeah, okay. I'm selling all my... Okay, $2,000. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Can I interest you in this troubled-looking cat plush? It goes by the name of Mishy, and it's the mascot for a theme park over in Crossbell. You might want to purchase one now if you're interested. They're quite popular and are going quickly. Okay, so you... Okay. Good for Elisa. I'm gonna hold for now. Oh.
Mishi? I admit it has a certain charm.
Honey syrup. Hello and welcome. The honey from the lotus seems to match your image. Honey's taste varies by the season and year. You'll never taste the same kind twice. Which means that as soon as you feel the urge to buy some, you should buy it right away. Noted. Welcome, welcome! We've got jewelry straight from Berea Heart itself. Feast your eyes on these beauties. These were all made over the winter. You're not gonna find anything else like them. literally nothing to sell. I'm fucking broke. Ugh. I miss having money, man. God. Welcome. Anything specific you're looking for? This must be the store that Father Zabrel mentioned. We're here on behalf of Father Zabrel, actually. He asked us to come here to collect a bear claw from you. Oh, is that so? Here you go, then. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised at how thorny this is, though, considering it's a medical herb. Its resemblance to a bear claw is where it gets its name from, after all. Unrelated, but my supply of them happens to come from Librel. They were flown into Heimdall, where I had them sent along by train. Wow, really? Guess it just goes to show how much of a big deal this market is. Yeah, there really is a bunch of unusual stuff here. The market's popularity is well justified. Then, should we make our way to the farmhouse on the Western Highway next? Yeah, let's get this over with quickly. God, Reen, enjoy yourself a little bit. You are a fucking high schooler, bro. We gotta go to Odvin's. Yellow. Welcome. This is the shop's Orbital Factory. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be the students from Thor's, would you? That's correct. We're here in regards to your request. It involved replacing the orbment light in... God. It involved replacing the orbment light in a road lamp on the highway, right? Could we ask for all the details? Sure. Let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the Western Highway stopped working the other day. And the cause of that is the orbment light inside it breaking. So basically, I want you all to go switch the broken orbment light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. So all that's required of us is to replace the broken one with this, then. Yep, that's about the size of it. So where exactly on the Western Highway is it? Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you can see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a windmill in front of it that you can't miss. A lamp's near there. Make sure to check the maintenance panel to be sure that it's the right one. It'll have BO2 written on it. Near the windmill in front of the nature park. Understood. Is it safe to leave such work in our hands? I believe none of us have any experience related to this. Don't worry. Pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light out and putting in the new one. Simple. I guess the most difficult thing is remembering the code to unlock it, but you could just write that down. There's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can open the maintenance panel. Let's see here. The code is for BO2 is 466515. 466515. Got it. Oh, yeah, almost forgot to mention. The light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So, in other words, in places where there's no light, you're much more likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're replacing it. The last thing you want to do is be caught off guard by monsters. I see. Thanks for the warning. That's pretty much it then. Would you mind heading out to do it now? Leave it to us. Let's go then. 466515. Okay. So I believe that's everything here, so we just go to the Western Highway. Cause oh, it's the drunkard. It's the stuff. What you looking at, huh? Who might you be? I don't recall seeing any of you around here before. Do you have some form of identification? Soldiers? Wait, I think I recognize those uniforms. We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting Keldic as part of a field study. Thor's? You mean the Thors? Now you mention it, I do recognize the emblem. My apologies for any rudeness. We're members of the Kruitsen Provincial Army. Our main duty is to keep the peace in Keldic. The Provincial Army? Isn't that... Their military forces operated by the ruling lord of each province, charged with maintaining security. They function as a secondary unit separated from the formal Imperial Army. I've never heard of any field study program at Thor's. Seems a little early in the year for something like that, too. But many graduates of your academy currently serve in our ranks. So, you be sure to uphold the academy's good name. Don't do anything you shouldn't. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to not let you down. I'm glad to hear it. Take care now, and keep your nose clean. We will. That concludes our patrols. Back to the guardhouse, men. Yes, sir. Meow. Man, he was scary. If they're the Koitzen Provincial Army, doesn't that mean they're ruled by... Yeah, Eustace's family, the Alvarez. Keldic is the northern part of their territory, after all. I think it would be best for us to keep out of their way. We should return to the task at hand.
All these windmills sure make the town feel pretty laid back.
True. This scenery is surprisingly relaxing.
Now's our chance.
Oh, nobody's linked.
Here we go.
Whoopsie.
It's my turn.
Right.
Turn to flames.
I forgot. I don't have anything, like, unlocked for them yet.
An opening.
Ugh.
Here we go.
Of course. Hey,
Beat it till it dies.
keep going.
Look at this scruggly little snail.
Here we go.
Honestly, I can be a lot more, like, liberal with using Laura's S-Break here.
My turn. There.
Wow, that did, like, no damage, Reen.
Let's go.
I am thinking about doing this on extreme, like it's an achievement. But oh my god, there was a fight last night that I had to do. That did no damage. You gonna miss? Yeah. Ouch.
It's my turn.
That was incredibly fucked up of you. That I did, and I was like, wow, I kind of was like,
Look to Laura.
You've saved me more than once too, you know.
I got so sidetracked. No, there was a fight towards, like, because I'm on the very last chapter on my other save. You see, 106 hours. My lord. But yeah, like one of the final fights, but holy hell, did it suck incredibly much to do. It took me like an hour to get it done because it had 200,000 health. The most at that point that I had ever come across was
An opening.
fucking like 40k. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna get shafted over and over until I kill it, I suppose. And that is exactly what happened.
Thanks.
As I got bullied over and over and over until I killed it eventually. Right, that thing is like,
My turn.
Right.
It's my turn.
I don't know why I even bother to hit that. I know that that's
Here we go.
not gonna work.
Activate.
What am I doing?
Okay, it's safe for now.
All right.
Oh right, I don't have the thing that shows me where the chests are yet, do I? Ah, I miss that a lot. Also,
Let's go.
My turn.
That does hit both. Okay. I was like, did they move out of the range of that? They did not.
My turn. Hey! Off guard.
I've got you.
Right.
Why did that not counter? That countered, but why didn't Rean's counter? What the flip?
Okay, it's safe for now. Great.
Level 8. I'm level fucking 70 in my other. Oh, right. That also means that there's fuck all for orbment slots, right? Yup. Yup. Oh my. Oh, I'm spoiled on my man save. I have everybody's slots open. My goodness. Those are breakable. Interesting.
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
Bonk. What? Green, you deserve that.
It's my turn.
You fucking missed it. You deserve that.
Go.
An opening.
Bonk.
Right. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. There's gotta be another chest around here, right? Yeah, over here. Like.
Let's go.
Time to bully some birds.
Right. Go.
An opening.
Oh, Laura just murdered it. Bonk.
Right.
It's my turn. Now.
An opening.
Bye bye, bird.
My turn.
My turn. Huh? You still have a lot of. I welcome all challengers.
It's a squirrel.
Behold,
Bonk.
Here we go. Go.
I'll take you up.
I can do this. Go.
an opening.
Oh, Laura's dead. I wasn't even paying enough attention to realize that Laura was solo. Huh, that's a mistake perchance.
My turn.
It's fine though, because I'm pretty sure.
You have my things.
Go.
P.
There. Now's your chance.
I'll take you up.
And I don't think. Yeah.
Everyone, we're retreating.
No. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. There you go, Elliot. They're not fucking dead. Was not paying attention.
My turn.
Right.
My turn.
It looks like we're not getting past here while that thing's around. I don't think it'll go down without a fight. No doubt. I'm pretty sure it's not going to let us sneak up on it from behind. That does pose a problem, then. We're left with no choice but to overwhelm it through sheer force. Laura is able to use S-Craft, yes. How S-Crafts work.
Enemy sighted. Take him out.
Here. Max power.
Behold.
Bonk.
Wasn't strong enough.
And she had like 2 HP, so the surprise of nobody that she's dead there.
There.
It's my turn.
'Cause I'm just silly goofy.
Arcus.
You have my thing.
My turn.
I'm totally paying attention.
Keep it up, everyone.
Here we go.
do this.
Right.
Alright.
Won't give up.
My turn. Give it up.
Right. Let's go.
My turn.
Thanks. Here we go.
Counter.
Nicely done.
Okay, now she got Bluffed Arrow, finally. Amazing! Laura really is the strongest student in our year, huh? Arcade-style combat is even more impressive in person than I'd imagine. I appreciate the compliments, but I still have a long way to go before I'm fully proficient in this technique. I'm also quite confident the rest of you are fully capable of... What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. We still have much work to do. Come, we should move. We should be moving on. You're right. About S-crafts and S-breaks. S-crafts are special crafts which deal immense damage but consume all of the user's CP in the process. At least 100 CP is required to use an S-craft, though its power is amplified when the user has 200 available. S-crafts can be used instantly by pressing the Y button, regardless of the user's placement in the turn order list. This is called S-break. S-breaks are highly effective when used at the right time, interrupting enemies and stealing AT bonuses that would otherwise have received. Tips regarding S-crafts. Unlike normal attacks, S-crafts are not capable of unbalancing enemies. This is also true on critical turns, so determine when best to use S-crafts and S-breaks could prove crucial to victory. Each member of Class 7 will acquire his or her own S-craft at different points in the story. Yeah, Emma gets hers so fucking late. Emma is the last person in Class 7 to get her S-break. It's like, why are we hating on Emma for?
There. Go.
I'll pick you up. My turn.
It's my turn. Now.
An opening. Right. You still have a... The advantage is ours.
Fucking beat that thing over the head. Oh my god.
All right, let's do.
It's my turn. Hang in there.
You have my thanks. Huh?
My turn.
Right.
My turn.
Go.
It's my turn. All right.
It's supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? This light doesn't appear to be working. Which means that's probably the one Samus was referring to. Probably. Let's check the number on it. B02. Yeah, this is the one. Alright, then we must enter the code. After taking care of our uninvited guests. What? Monsters. There sure are a lot of them. Guess those lights really work. We need to change that thing quick. Green, can we entrust the task itself to you? Sure thing. The rest of you, keep the monsters at bay while I make the switch. You can count on us. Okay, first things first, I need to input the code to open the maintenance hatch. Pretty sure it was 466515. That should do it. It's opened. Now let's get the new orbit light in place. Thank you so much for your help. Looks like things have finally calmed down. Thankfully, hard to believe how much of a difference those things make. You got that done in record time, Reen. Yes, I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it was pretty simple procedure, since I wasn't being haggard by monsters the whole time anyway. Still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap. Yeah, now we just need to go report back to Samus. While we're here...
Is this a farmhouse?
Tis in fact, Laura. Excuse me, would you happen to be Paul? That's right. Who might you be? We're students from Thor's military academy. Father Zebriel requested we come here to collect Imperial carrots. Oh, is that so? I'm pretty sure I sent a batch aside for him. You wait a few minutes. Here, sorry for the wait. Here you go. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen carrots this color before. Likewise, they certainly do seem nutritious, though. Don't they? They're actually rare enough that people present them to the Imperial family as gifts. They're said to have medical properties on top of being nutritious, too. So make sure you're careful while carrying them back. Understood. Leave it to us. That should be everything we need, right? Yeah, let's report back to Father Zebriel. I can't in here. Oh, whoops. I was not paying enough attention. Good job, me. I know it's critical. Oh, it actually did hit. Okay.
I can do this.
Just, okay, no, you can actually hit it.
My turn.
There we go.
It's my turn.
have seen the seasons change twice. You are ever present in every golden light. I'd rather hold my breath than bite my tongue. I haven't eaten nothing ever sounds nice. Fill every cabinet with fruitless advice. I'd rather starve to death than cook for one. It's been months now, kid. I let the faucet run. Let the house run. Shrouded out everyone. It's been so long. I'm not who I used to be. I can't move on. You still feel like home to me. A little chatter really fills up the room. They picked a nice dress, doused in your favorite perfume, and everybody came to see you. And every one of them said they knew what it's like to awful feeling. 100 lies won't spark the healing. I hope they feel bad. I hope they know that. I hope they choke on their grief until up their sleep. It's been months now, kid. I let the faucet run. Let the house run. Shrouded out everyone. It's been so long. I'm not who I used to be. I can't move on. You still feel like home to me. A sharp pain melts
Kiki! Hello, hello. Sorry, I got hungry as fuck, so I went to go get food, and then realized, we need groceries tomorrow. There's no food. So I ordered something and now I'm waiting. Because, you know, it'd be like that. How are you doing, Kiki? Oh my god, I can't fucking... I gotta stop speeding up the game because I can't fucking... It's the best. Oh my god, I could imagine. You just get leftovers, right? I see you've returned with the ingredients. We have? Here you are, father. Please, accept my thanks. Now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like you to accept these as well, as a token of my appreciation. Thank you, father. Did you happen to make these as well? That's correct. There's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of these. I have to prep so much food. Ah, making me so hungry, Kiki. It's honestly my dumbass fault for starting stream before I ate. But like, you know, just eating. Ugh. Lucky bastard. God. I wish. Good luck with the remainder of your tasks, and may Adios guidance be with you. Yay! Okay. Hold on. I wanna... Don't save over my main save. If we got grapes in the walk-in? Oh my god. Okay, if I save over my main save, I need somebody to expeditiously end me if I do that. Because if I accidentally save over 106 hours of gaming, I expeditiously, I would die. One of them mysteriously disappears every time I'm in there? Oh, I wonder what that could be from. Ooh, I wonder. I wonder where they could be going. Totally not like in your stomach or anything, right? Impossible. Kiki, never. Oh, yeah, I sent you the trailer for RE6. Did I send you the trailer for Silent Hill F? Hey there! I take it the job's done? It is. Allow us to give you a detailed report on it, too. Ian explained what happened while they replaced the orbit light. Yeah, RE9. There's also a new Silent Hill game coming out in September. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. Because I was fucking freaking the hell out. We have the old orbit light here, too. Yeah, so that one's... Thanks. I'll get this fixed up so it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters, though. They were hardly a threat. We did take the request step knowing it could be dangerous after all. You military academy kids really are a tough group. Oh yeah, can't forget to give you your reward now, can I? Are you sure we can take one of your quartzes? Finally, detection! I can see the stuff on the map! Of course, you did some solid work, you know? Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along when you need to give me your orbits a checkup. That's so not what he said, but what the fuck ever. Okay. Do I actually have enough to open slots? Oh, yeah, it's, I don't have money for that. From one of the, other RE games with, like, what's her fucking name? She was, like, a journalist. And, she got killed. So, it's very interesting. Grace Ashcroft is the main character, but her mother is a journalist who got killed. She's, what the hell's her name? I don't remember. Yeah, Grace Ashcroft is her daughter. So we'll be following her in RE9. In, like, destroyed Raccoon City. Which, someone made this theory on Twitter about how, Leon, because I heard rumblings that Leon and Jill would be coming back. And someone said, wow, it would make a lot of poetic sense if Leon's first day in Raccoon City, like, as a police officer, would also be his last. And I was like, don't fucking say that to me. Don't fucking, do not speak those words into truth. I will cry. Could you imagine if they killed off Leon Kennedy? You fucking imagine? Waiting. Yeah, because I heard that Jill and Leon would be back. Though I will say, if Jill comes back, she needs to get rid of that fuck-ass haircut from RE5. The message above the way, as he should be. I believe that worked. Oh, I'm so confused. I don't know. Oh, they might kill off Leon. Oh, you're saying as he should be killed off. Okay, okay, okay. I'm here. I promise. I am a sentient human being. Totally. I am totally sentient and not losing my marbles. I do that all the time.
Not for the monsters.
Leon hate is crazy. Hey, Aaron. Let me pick this shit up. I hate that I can't interact with things while they're talking. I personally love Leon. Personally. You want to know who I got fucking beef with? I got beef with Chris. I fucking hate that guy. She has 0 arts. Boy. I've gotten better at playing off, but I forget I yeah. No, I just don't up to it because I'm fucking. My brain is just continuously empty. Oh, so good news.
I can do this.
I was able to play 30 rounds of Street Fighter against my friend and not fucking die. So, you know, this is big. She's gonna fucking die, and I'm not really gonna do anything about it. I should. Like...
Thanks. It's my turn.
You have my things.
Man, I forget how squishy everybody is at the start. Oh, right. I think there's an area here that I have to remember to fish. In this. I also thought this game was 2015. I was wrong. It's 2012. It just came out in America in 2015. So, you know. What is the balance rate on these? Oh, well. I'll fuck myself. I don't have Machias here.
I can do this.
My turn. Evil will fall.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Oh, a treasure chest. Where? I actually... Oh, right here. Honk.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. My turn.
Kiki, is Anna coming home soon? Like, how much longer does she have? Is it 2 weeks? Also, ads start in like a minute. By the way.
You have my thanks.
Here we go.
God damn it, Reen. I need you to not miss that. I think it's Monday. Okay, she never is, apparently. I don't believe that for a second. I'm sure she's having a lot of fun, but I think she misses you in Salem way too much. She's home in 3 days? Okay. See, that makes more sense. I think Kiki's just being dramatic. He does have a flair for the dramatics. Send help? We're sending help?
Is that a treasure chest?
Send help because Anna's never coming home. I'm really glad I followed her on Instagram. I've been able to see all the really pretty pics she's posted. It looks... I hope she had, like, the best time ever. It looks so fun.
My turn.
Okay, so you counter that, but you don't...
Here we go.
You know, Reen, some days... That's all I got. Some days. Honk.
That's that.
I've only just begun.
Okay, now she gets the earth. Oh. This must be the farm that put out that monster extermination request. Should we go inside and ask for more details? Yeah, might as well. Certainly better than just wandering around blindly till we find the thing. Agreed. We're here, so now's as good a time as any to introduce ourselves and integrate ourselves to the locals, I guess. My food might be here. If my food is here, then we're gonna take another break and, try not to bully each other too hard. Yeah, food should be here. I will be right back. Ugh. I play this game on controller because this is what happens when I try and use my mouse. It's fucking... way. I want wrong one. Oh. Okay. Y'all are gonna watch Star. For a minute. If I can remember how the fuck to do things. There we go. There we go. I can remember how things work. I swear. Because if I do this, I need to turn that off. There we go. Okay. I know how things work. I promise.
Why are you getting the gun? Careful, mid.
I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. Literally the world's most predictable round and they still don't know where to look.
Please do not mistake my smile. I take this song very seriously.
Holy bro.
Deep breath.
Jet doesn't have a gun saving for up, I guess.
KJ,
There they are. Take flight.
Spike down mid.
We have bomb, let's go.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. I knew it! I knew defense was gonna be easier because I can just start disrespecting.
It seems these strangers want me dead.
Thank God. They have ISO ult.
Honestly, kind of fair. I was struggling because I was like, it looks like just fucking 3 L's. Will B or B? Like, what are we doing? Like, oh my god. Yeah. I'm a struggle bus today, man. It is unprecedented.
Remaining.
Last one main.
Spike planted. Player standing.
What? Oh my I'm supposed to believe this is a sentence. They're peeking one by one. What the? Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!
I feel so
Holy
bad
putang ina. Okay.
because
Whatever.
she's got to meet a quota playing certain agents because she's on an esports team. And if she doesn't meet that quota, or like, she can't scrim. So, Star is in the fucking, in the trenches right now.
It's like all the way fucking here. They're too scared of these guys, I think. Okay? Wait, go for one more, he's won. Hell yeah. Nice. One CP.
Down B.
What the fuck is he there?
Player standing. Enemy remaining.
Oh, what?
I do not
See,
play
this guy's
Valorant anymore.
flat. Look at them.
Spike planted.
But I do watch it a lot.
Now Killjoy has all the info on where he is. You shoot the turret, shoot the molly. Oh my. I can't. This guy is so
This less
stressful.
than ideal.
Yay, we won a round.
How do I get away with these things? Okay, which gun to pick this time?
That's what I'm saying, bro. But you know what? He won. Good shit. This is so winnable.
Scanning ahead.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, I like that shit. Hopping.
Deploying drone. Revealing area.
We could just go mid.
30 seconds left.
Sova unknown. One mid. Probably just gonna go A. Could re-hit, but
One enemy remaining.
yeah. They got stuck for too long.
Scanning ahead.
10 seconds left.
If you're not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up appearances.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired. I don't know. I just need something to wake me up, probably. No, actually, I'll save my dart. Footsteps A. is on site. What the fuck?
Race it to the spike site.
Thank you. Thank you, you're my goat. Will do. I'm trying! I wanna win. This is so winnable. They're not good.
Get out of my way.
Scanning ahead. Deploying drone.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Down B. Player standing.
Hold on. ISO set. Killjoy mid maybe.
Spike planted.
Lock in sight.
He doesn't have okay.
Enemy remaining.
Lock in sight.
This guy's not on site. Diffuse. Oh my god. We lost. We actually just lost. Oh my god. You know he was mid. Just gonna shock this with ISO shield. Behind you, Jet. What? 1B, 1-3. Behind you, chamber. Okay. Thank God, thank God, thank God.
Spike down A.
Oh my gosh, this guy. So unaware. All good, we win, I think.
Alright.
They don't peek 1 by 1 again. Holy.
We should be good to go again. I was consuming like as fast as humanly possible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ugh, excuse me. Okay. What were we doing? We were going to the farmhouse, right? Ugh.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
Hello, child. Hello, would you happen to be Cyro? We're here to take care of a monster that's causing issues here. Oh my god, one sec. As such, we'd like further details on it. Oh, you are? I'm the man you're looking for, then. Well, I didn't know that it would be students taking care of it. I wasn't aware that you had any young ladies in your company. The rest of you are younger than I had expected, too. Perhaps this request may be too dangerous for you after all. Thank you for your concern. However, there's no need to worry. All of us here have combat experience already. Indeed. This all serves as part of my training, too. So please, allow us to undertake the request. Well, if you insist. You'll come across a plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. It is truly a ferocious one, so much so that passing by the area is impossible, as it attacks everything it sees. Do take extra care when approaching it. Right. Being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. We'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it. Allow us to make our way there once our preparations are complete, then. Yeah, let's give this everything we've got. I ate too fucking fast. Y'all ever, like, get so hungry that you just consume mindlessly and then, you know? Wait, there's a chest over here.
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
Oh, Gorelia.
Come on then.
I'll see Gorelia later.
I'll pick you up. My turn. My turn.
Right. Now.
And over.
Here we go.
Right. Right.
Oh, she did actually silence some.
Nicely
Big.
done.
Yep.
Bring it on. Go.
Oh, it's critical. That should be.
I'll pick you up.
Bonk it.
Do this.
My turn.
My turn.
See, okay, that misses, but Reen does not counter. Why?
I can do this.
I feel like he only counters when, like, it's fucking raining at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. Like, Why is he so particular?
Bring it on! My turn!
I can do this.
You have my thanks. Of course.
My turn! Go!
I'll pick you up. My turn.
I can do this. Go!
And open. My turn. Oh.
It's a treasure chest.
Okay. Time to fight the monster. I forgot it's a fucking dinosaur. Damn. Is that the monster we're looking for? Yeah. It certainly seems to be. He's a little scruggly, but he's trying his best, you know? He's just a little scruggly guy. With a fucking dinosaur, bro. Like... It looks pretty tough. What should we do? Beat it until it dies. We don't really have any choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone, double check your equipment. We need to prepare for whatever this thing might throw at us. Understood. Right. Hold up. Wait a minute. I think. Yup. Well, time to wail on a dinosaur.
Be careful, this one looks strong.
I forgot that the battle music kind of slaps for some of these boss fights.
All right, let's do this!
Leave it to me. My turn. Shatter. Off guard.
I've got you.
Behold, my most powerful strike. Radiant blade dance.
It's my turn.
Oh, and he got silenced. Wait, this is big.
Hang in there.
Thanks.
Ow.
My turn!
Go for it. What are you weak to? You're weak to water. Do I have? No, I don't. Alright. This, I think, is... Well, I'll just have that for the break. And then... Does Elisa? I don't think she does she? Nope. Beat it till it dies. Honestly... Can she move out of the way of it? I don't think so. Alright.
My turn!
Time to beat it till it dies.
Right.
It's my turn.
You have my thing.
Here we go! Now's a chance!
I'll pick you up.
Oh, I don't think Laura's gonna do enough. This is gonna hurt. Oh, is that actually what I was expecting? I'm fucking traumatized from fighting God last night.
Is everyone okay?
I'm thinking it'd, like, tooth at me.
I did it!
Honestly, I want to play this on extreme difficulty, but... But that fucking fuck-ass fight from last night that took me an hour to do on normal difficulty is part of the reason why I'm like, I'm standoffish about it. I don't know how we did it, but we won. Because we're better. It would have been tougher if not for the power of our combat links. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You'd hate to admit it? Why? Because then her mother would be right. Never mind that. We should go tell the people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh, yeah. I hope they're pleased. Is something wrong, Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. Okay. I got everything, all the chests here, right? Yup, I did. Hello, cows. Look at the way they sway. Wait. Okay, that's phenomenal. Oh, I've assumed you've taken care of that monster? That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvest again. I'll have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Keldic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area in Keldic as a whole really is on the very outskirts of the Kroitzen province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. Yeah, it's not too hard to believe either, considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I still do owe you all your reward for this. Please, take these. That's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it's the least that I can do. I hope you enjoy them. These look great. Thank you. You don't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging in. I'm rather envious that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. It's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing as how many goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. Huh? I wasn't aware of that. Importing's become a much easier task now that the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. Okay, now that is left. Guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same. I don't venture out onto the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay, though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside, too, so I'm kind of used to this. With all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should be returning to the inn, should we not? Yeah, let's... I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give her a report and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright then, let's head back to town. Can't fast travel. When we're sprinting it. Oh. Wow. Okay. I thought town was a little bit further away than that, but... I was wrong. Don't give crap. That one paid. What's going on? It sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Don't give me that crap! This is my spot! I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for that spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and Vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the spot? How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. Oh, so for Celtic that would be... This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. Ugh. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not to interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you're truly intent on having a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? So they're a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Adios' name is happening here? Hi, Otto. Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'd be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seemed like everything's going to be fine now, though. I guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though, I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Celtic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind as to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. We got some political stuff going on. So, you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking... Likewise, I'm grateful for you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have ended up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So, both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right. Both their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stalls we reserved is near the back of the market. However, whoever's relegated there will likely see far less lower sales numbers. It's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. It's true, it's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Kreutzen province is ruled by Duke Alberea, one of the foremost powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our markets rather significantly. And with a large percentage of their profits having been taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be risen without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course. I've even gone to Bereahard numerous times to petition the Duke personally, but they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they may be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So, mitigating arguments which threaten the status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as such. That's not right at all! I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with amongst us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourself with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So, you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit, then? That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind, too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have a duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. And as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alberea. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So, could we just ask Eustace for help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the four great houses, the old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the head of the four great houses. Guess that's a no, then. I see you're all busy mulling over things over. Excellent, excellent. Instructor Sarah? What brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Prom is a considerable distance from here. No, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Adios be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? I'd suggest we return to our rooms and rest for the night in any case. We still have our report to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Elisa, seems to have forgotten about the whole, issue of all the beds being in one room for the moment. Doing that many voices kills my throat. Oh my god. Ugh.
That was delicious.
Yippee, it's voice acted! I can just sit here and look! Oh, let's go.
Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I try to mimic their voice as best I can, but like, I keep getting lost on what tone to keep Elliot's voice in, because I feel like if I try to do Elliot's voice too much, I end up sounding like Elisa, and like, you know.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Probably fucking trying to kill each other.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
They're probably doing a whole lot of nothing, to be quite frank.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience... but I can't wrap my head around
Excellent.
who is what.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything.
Lies.
What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I have to sneeze. There you go. So, you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. No problem at all. Have a good night. Night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Don't worry, she will be reminded the moment she walks up the stairs, Reen.
Reen?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arseid School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that?
I'm trying to, like, get comfy because I'm fucking cold.
It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level.
You know, that is one thing that I have never had answered about Reen as a character, is how he ended up to come train under Yun Ka-Fai, the hermit, sword hermit master, because for all intents and purposes, Reen was adopted at a very young age by the Schwarzer family in Ymir. So, like, when the fuck did his family let him go fuck off to train under the guise of learning swordsmanship from the fucking hermit? When did this happen?
I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while.
Ka-Fai, yeah. Like, when did that happen? Because I feel like, with how attached his family is to him, when did this logically happen?
But I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest.
That's kind of a fucking lie, you big fat liar. First you lied to Machias, and now you're lying to Laura?
I
Crazy.
actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all.
Right.
It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Rean's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he?
Damn, Elliot with the call out.
You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have. Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work.
Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. April! Another monster and a lost wallet. Huh, even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work because he knew we were going back to Trista today? Sounds about right. He is a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves around 9 tonight. You get those done quick enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey, Lara, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Reen, as I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's really not what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past the beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said. So, I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances. But regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again, then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like there's an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Whoa, you did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we all forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margaret, we've got trouble! Big, big trouble! Slow down, Louise. It's first thing in the morning and you're about to poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. What have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry. I got caught up on the way here. But never mind that. We have big, big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? Huh? What terrible thing has happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the markets were destroyed, and their merchandise was stolen. That is most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the market might be opening late today, which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Luis, get this place ready! Messages out the ass right now. Why does everybody trying to get a hold of me? Please, sir. I do not want to get it a hold of right now. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. Just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. What should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far. We might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what happened at the market then. Slight market detour. I'm sorry, but the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Goodness, who is trying to... Oh my good lord. I'm afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not gonna get away with this! Oh no, not them! The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Maybe we could try talking to them? Considering everything that happened yesterday, you might just be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk couldn't be trusted! Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me like the bad guy here? You make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Huh, bring it on. Hold it! Class 7. You kids again? You keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will be still be smashed, and you'll be worse off. But this anger isn't going away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. You're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. The Provincial Army. What? What is the meaning of this? In the middle of the morning, stop this nonsense immediately. But... I believe you are the one in charge here? I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see... Market manager explains to the provincial army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair! Do you think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute, and you will be left alone. Continue, and you will come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. Ugh. Very good, then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man, and I have more pressing matters to attend to. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah, I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleared up these busted stalls. And we're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with assistance from the merchants in the market, cleared away the remaining of the 2 stalls. And with the help of Reen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. Thanks to you 4, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I had expected. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. The merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against him, it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problem facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clear than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issue involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we... I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it.
You'd think they'd be at least a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on.
No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done, I'm just not sure what.
Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet.
Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident?
What?
Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but I said yesterday this is our affair, not yours. You're students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. Second. We're students trading for the military, though. We can't just stand around and allow something like this to go unchallenged. If the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this?
I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks.
She already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. It seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me.
Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all.
Yeah. You do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight.
Very well. We shall do what we can.
Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you could do for us.
Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you.
Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with criminals who act under the cover of night. May just be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore.
We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. Probably need to be more careful than anyone else here.
Now that it's settled, we should act quickly.
Yeah, let's get this investigation started.
So, first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logistical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime.
I can't argue with that. We should probably start getting statements from those two merchants before anything else.
Indeed. I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well.
We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train to Heimdall, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given another task, too, and I'd really like to get them done.
In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood.
You bet. Right.
Okay. What are the...
It's a scary dinosaur.
Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie?
That's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's who the market manager said would be coming then?
Yep, that's us.
We came to see you about your request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full?
Of course. I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they would come back and pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? We'd be happy to help.
Thank you. Here's the wallet that I found then. We'll be sure to take good care of it.
I assume you've already inspected the contents.
I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help to identify the owner.
What exactly was inside anyway?
Well, naturally there was Mira in it. Like, a lot of Mira. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only other thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that was scheduled for tonight.
Sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then.
There's not much we can do with that as our only lead, though.
I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it.
Let's head over to the station then.
Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Lost wallet. Quest started. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries regarding lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seemed to match the description we received, too. Can I ask where the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone, too.
Get why she would be in a panic, then. Did she say anything else that could lead us to her?
She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. That's the Weathercock right down the street. You can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's go ask Margaret. Margot? Margot? I don't fucking know. Margaret, yeah. Hey there, is something the matter? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Regan explained the situation to Margaret and asked if anyone had come along looking for their wallet. Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing, though. She just left.
That's unfortunate. But we have a name now, at least. That makes life a lot easier.
True. All that's left now is to actually meet with her. You mentioned she'd be searching at the rest area in the Grand Market next, so you'll want to head there. Make sure you return it to her, okay? We will. Let's go.
Can I shortcut it by chance? No, I know she ends up here. I cannot shortcut it. Interesting. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came in here searching for her wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. Do you know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Adios now, though. Does that help you out at all? I think there's only one place that can be. Shall we make our way to the church? Seems like our best bet for now. Hello, child. And see, she appears here. Oh, Adios, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all my Mira in a place like this? Looks like we found her. The tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any... Please, calm down. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am. Thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? They showed Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see, they returned the lost wallet to Annabelle and explained the situation to her. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant in the Grand Market kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you would like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks alone are enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased this as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet Search began. I see no reason you can't accept this. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Thank you. We gratefully accept, then. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So, you managed to find the owner after all, then? Thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad we could be of help. Please excuse us, then. Ugh. Oh my god, so much talking. And to think, I was ecstatic that I'd finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. Oh, what did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in the market. In a busy market, unable to do business. So, what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually... Green explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what happened the previous night. You're investigating? That's right, and we really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. We'll go fuck ourselves then. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may be even able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So, by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen? Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. An accessory? Is that a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in one single night. The damned coward sabotaging my business! It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing this spot with me, he decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my goods back no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. You know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you that we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. I think that everything this merchant knows. Try questioning the other one. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from that military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top that all off, the provincial army and that other damned merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, Rain explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what happened the previous night. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, but I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So, about last night. At the time the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with the merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant. Got pissed drunk and ranted to him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And if it weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. So, the goods that were stolen were all processed foods? That's right. Nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life, made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It wasn't like I had been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he couldn't have that spot all to himself. That doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured that he destroyed his own stall. No one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know. That seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseless accusations do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this, I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. I could at least get my goods back. Maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat, but what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished. Pure and simple. All the hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how my dreams end for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though! That's all the two victims of this crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other's stall, but the chances of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're gonna have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where, though? I mean, who could it possibly have been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about the provincial army. The provincial army. They haven't done anything to try and solve this crime despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? Market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. And if that's the case, why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is, they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they refuse to do anything, and the next they're taking a stand.